Hi everybody, I'm Joe Blair, and welcome to Golfing the Tri-State. Boy, do we have a treat today. One of the first shows of the season was the Pete Dye course at French Lick. Right after we did that show, I don't know how many people, countless people, came up to me and said, Joe, you and Will have to go to the Donald Ross course at French Lick. That's where we are today, and man, were they right. Is it ever beautiful? We're going to play Joe's scorecard, talk with the Director of Golf, PGA Professional Andy Fortner, and several members of his crew. It's going to be a great show. Special thanks to the IBEW Local 16 in Evansville, IBEW Local 1701 in Owensboro, and the National Electrical Contractors Association. We couldn't do it without you. Donald Ross course at French Lick coming up on Golfing the Tri-State.
Golfing the Tri-State is brought to you by NECA and IBEW Local 16 and Local 1701.
The IBEW Local 16 and NECA, the Southern Indiana chapter of the National Electrical Contractors Association, want you to know about the quality difference of union electricians, a direct result of the ongoing superior training our electricians receive. It eliminates mistakes and saves you time and money. Non-union contractors cannot offer the high quality of training provided by our joint electrical JATC.
NECA and IBEW Local 16.
The Equipment Connection. Highway 57 just west of Daylight is your connection for fun. The Equipment Connection specializes in the Tri-State's greatest golf carts. Customized for golf and fun. Golf carts for home, farm, and the golf course. The Equipment Connection can even make your cart street legal. The Equipment Connection, Highway 57 Daylight. Your connection for fun. Brian Schmidt and his family know about golf and fun. The Equipment Connection.
The Summit in Owensboro, one of the most outstanding golf courses in the Tri-State, has a long tradition of valuing families and the community.
The Summit's goal is to bring you the finest quality golf course and service at the greatest value.
The Summit Golf and Country Club offers outstanding membership opportunities, but is always open for public play.
Take lessons from experienced golf professionals.
Buy that great club you've been dreaming of in their beautiful pro shop.
And have a meal at the Summit's awesome restaurant.
It's time for you to reach the summit.
Frost Insulators, Local 37, yeah. They insulate the USA and they're trained to know just how. Industrial insulation, insulators got it down. Use the ones who know the job. They keep it green and never stop. Best at what they do in this town. They're the insulators.
Businesses depend on C&I Electronics to recycle all of their used electronics. Some businesses bring the electronics to C&I, or C&I can come to you. C&I weighs the load, processes equipment according to R2 guidelines, and provides a letter of recycling. Hard drives are wiped or destroyed. C&I Electronics recovers metals for reuse and refurbishes items which can be purchased for a great price. They recycle what's left for commodity content. When your business needs electronic recycling, C&I is your answer. Welcome back to Golfing the Tri-State. We are here at the Donald Ross course. Andy Fortner, the head PGA professional here. Hey, Andy.
Hi, nice to meet you, Joe.
Nice to meet you. Thanks for having us out here.
Thanks for coming. We're glad to have you.
Now, everybody that I know that's golfed for a long time said, man, you got to go to the Donald Ross course, because we went to the Pete Dye course, but they said, if you really want to see a cool course, come here, and it is beautiful.
Well, thank you very much. We appreciate that. Yeah, it's kind of a staple in the Midwest, this Donald Ross course, commonly known as the Hill course back in the day.
The Hill course.
Absolutely. Been here since 1917.
Since 1917. Yeah, tell me the story of how it started. How did Donald Ross come to French Lick?
That's a great question, actually. He did a lot of courses and just kind of traveling by. I think, he picked out this piece of land, and the owners at that time, I guess, decided that they wanted him to do a course here, and he picked this piece of land here, and it's turned out great. He took the contours of what he had. There was obviously not a lot of moving of dirt and things like that, but he took what he had and made the best out of it. Made a great golf course.
When you see these holes and see the contours, it's almost like Pete Dye was a disciple of Donald Ross.
He absolutely was. Absolutely, he did. He did do some work with Donald Ross in his early days. So,
wow.
Yeah.
And of course, the PGA Championship at Oak Hill, a Donald Ross original course. Are there a lot of similarities to his courses?
We held the 24 PGA here, actually. And won by Walter Hagen. So.
Right,
Yeah.
I've heard that.
Yeah, and we held the 1959 and 1960 LPGA championships.
That's neat. Do you have some neat pictures of that?
We do.
Well, we'll have to look at some of those pictures on the show.
Great historic photo of there's a 24 field in front of the old clubhouse.
Now, Andy's going to play Joe's scorecard with me. What's the #1 handicap hole we're going to play today?
Today we're going to play number 7.
Number 7, what is it?
It is a par 5, roughly probably about 500 yards from the black tees. We're going to be playing it. So,
black tees, 500 yards.
Yeah.
A lot of trouble, or?
There's some fairway bunkers. Trouble left. So anybody hits the ball left, you get. Also from the tee, you can also, if you hit it far enough, with the trouble to the right. A lot of tall grass, a lot of heather.
Neat.
So, yeah.
That's great. You say that this clubhouse that you have, it was built about 1940, and there was a fire with the first clubhouse.
Correct. I think it was 1939. It had some hotel rooms in it, so it was almost probably, I would say, triple the size of what the clubhouse is now. It's a pretty good clubhouse now, so.
That's neat.
Imagine.
We have a picture of the old clubhouse that you're looking at.
Absolutely.
And really, really nice. 15 hotel rooms. That's kind of like the old time, you know.
Stay at the clubhouse, so that made it really special, I'm sure, for people that played here at that time.
And since it was 39 right at the end of the Depression, when it burned, you say that's probably why they didn't put hotel rooms back in.
That's the only reason we've come up with. We're not totally for sure on that, but yeah, that's why they probably didn't build it back to its original size.
Is there any difference between the front and the back 9 here at the course?
You hear a lot of people say the back 9 is a little easier. People enjoy the back 9. The front 9 is a little tougher, everybody believes. So yeah. I think 1 is a tough starting hole, and 18 is a really tough finishing hole here. So
great.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to have a tip with Adam Marshall coming up, right?
Absolutely.
And Adam gives a lot of lessons.
Yes.
Here at the Donald Ross course. You say, well, where is it that he gives the lessons?
Actually,
usually?
Adam and Mike Kirby, they both do the teaching down at the Valley Links.
The Valley Links.
We have a state-of-the-art practice facility, and they do a lot of lessons. 2 great teachers down there.
That's neat. We're going to get a good putting tip from him. He's got a really interesting tip to tell us about where you almost see a little black spot on the ground after you putt the ball. I can't wait to see
Absolutely,
that.
Yeah.
And then we're also going to talk with your superintendent.
Yeah, Brett Fleck. He's our superintendent, so he's the one that makes our life easy when he keeps this golf course looking good.
Well, it does look good. It looks like you get a lot of play here, too.
We do quite a few rounds. Yes, we do. It stays pretty busy.
And it's public. Anybody can come and play.
Absolutely.
So what is a round usually, like during the weekday?
It's 90 during the week, 120 on the weekend.
That's not bad.
No, it's not bad at all. We're ranked the #2 public course in the state behind Pete Dye. So
wow.
We're pretty good company there. We'll take that.
Yeah, no kidding. Okay, well, I'll see you again on hole 7.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
And tip of the week coming up, we're going to have Adam Marshall with a good putting tip. Andy, thank you very much.
Thank you. Thanks
for
coming.
Grab your clubs. Get them polished, buddy.
We'll see you in a few minutes.
Hole 7, baby. All right, golfing the Tri-State, we have tip of the week coming up with Adam Marshall. Stay tuned. The Donald Ross course here at French Lick.
Nika and IBEW, Local 1701. Owensboro's best team, contractors with direction, safe electrical work. It's a quality connection, done right and on time. For your home or business, a skilled, trained workforce, it just makes sense. Nika and IBEW, Local 1701.
Treat customers as you would like to be treated. Provide a high level of service and always be honest and fair. That's the way the Clement family has done business at Diamond Equipment since 1969. Construction equipment from Case, Cabelco excavators, Terex trucks, the best from Hyundai and Takeuchi, JLG lifts, and more. Diamond Equipment also has a wide range of used equipment priced to sell, and the parts and service team is second to none, with factory-trained technicians and on-site service available. When you finish with the 18th hole, give Diamond Equipment a call.
The Good Samaritan Home is independently owned and operated and offers residential living and Alzheimer's care.
The Good Samaritan Home is more than a job. It's my opportunity to fulfill my life's passion of helping others with care and compassion. A smile or a friendly wave from the resident is worth more than any paycheck. Here at the Good Samaritan Home, we're like family.
The Good Samaritan Home is a non-for-profit health care ministry affiliated with United Church of Christ. Call or visit goodsamhome.org.
Come play through at H&H Music, where quality and great prices are par for the course. Pianos by Albert Weber and Young Chang. Digital pianos by Kurzweil. New and used grand pianos. Player pianos by Story and Clark. Beautiful console pianos by Weber and Young Chang. Band and stringed instruments, including Eastman, Jasmine, and Takamine guitars, plus Ludwig and Mapex drums, sheet music, and more. Make a key time at the H&H Musical Arts Center for lessons on any instrument. Swing away at H&H Music, the trusted name in music.
What might this be?
A black widow spider.
2 little mice. Cicada killer bees in my backyard. An army of ants marching on my kitchen counter. A brown recluse spider waiting in my bed.
Paul McMahon exterminating at 475-1100. Who can help you? McMahon can. The Southwestern Indiana Building and Construction Trades Council, building the Tri-State with unmatched quality and precision. Tri-State Business trusts the building trades to get projects done on time and under budget. The Southwestern Indiana Building and Construction Trades, hometown people with outstanding integrity who are your friends and neighbors, drug-free and ready to deliver. And how they have delivered. Trust them for your next project.
Spalding Communications in North Park and Northfield near the 4-H Center is Vanderbilt County's only authorized AT&T retailer. Spalding has the plan and the phone for you. Individual, family, prepaid, and data plans. Spalding Communications has phones from Apple, Samsung, Motorola, BlackBerry, Sony, and more. You'll love the golf apps available with these phones, and Spalding's knowledgeable team will set you up and get you out on the course in no time.
Spalding Communications, your total communications dealer.
Welcome back to Golfing the Tri-State. This is Tip of the Week, and this is Adam Marshall.
Morning, Joe. How are you?
Hey, your dad's here, too.
He is.
Yeah, come on in here, Chuck, just real quick. It's a father-son thing. Chuck said Adam wasn't here when we pulled up. I had to get back at him. Nice to meet you, buddy.
All right.
All right. I see how Adam gets his good looks. You know?
Thanks, Joe.
Hey, you say you have a putting tip that's going to revolutionize us.
Well, it may not be revolutionary, but it's one that I was taught as a youngster, and I try to show it to all my students. It seems to help. Typically with putting, Joe, the main reason that golfers don't typically score as well as they could is because their body movement, they're just not stable whenever they stroke the ball.
Right.
This tip's really going to help you to stay stable and make a good solid stroke.
Do you have a name for this tip?
Not necessarily. You could call it whatever you want. I can call it kind of my black hole drill.
Black hole drill.
Because whenever you look at the ball, as you focus on it, when we make our stroke, you're going to see a black circle right on the ground where the ball was setting.
Okay.
So it's
so you just keep staring where the ball was.
Ideally, yes. You want to focus on the back part of the ball, back center of the ball, where you want the ball to be impacted by the putter.
Mm-hmm.
And whenever you stroke through it, you want to keep your eyes focused right on the back part of that, where that golf ball was. And when the putter goes through, the ball disappears, you're going to see a black circle on the ground.
I'll be darned. Huh. That's neat.
Stroke a couple here and see if we can do that.
So you just stare at it.
Yep, basically. And, it's just like you want to focus when you're driving a nail, you focus on the head of the nail that you want to hit with the hammer. It's the same way with golf. You want to focus on the golf ball where you want to hit it. So obviously we don't want to hit the top of the golf ball or the side of the golf ball. We want to hit it right in the back and the center.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where you want to keep your point of focus.
Okay.
Ideally, with setup with putting, you want the golf ball to be a little bit forward of center in your stance.
Okay.
And you want your eyes not directly. You've heard a lot of people say, get your eyes out over the golf ball.
Right over, yeah.
You don't necessarily want your eyes over the golf ball. That doesn't allow you to make a pendulum-like stroke. That actually gets your balance too far forward.
Okay.
You actually really want to have your eyes pretty much over where the hosel and the shaft come in to meet the putter, a little bit inside the ball.
Okay.
Okay?
Nice.
So you'll set up.
So you have a truer stroke.
You have a little bit better stroke that way.
Okay.
You're going to set up. Your eyes are going to be just inside the golf ball. You're going to focus right on the back of that ball. And when you stroke through, you're going to see a black circle right there where the ball was set.
Did you see one?
Absolutely.
You did?
It was there.
Can I look?
Sure.
This
Go ahead.
is intriguing to me. Let's see the little black hole.
Why don't you try it?
Okay.
We'll let you get in here and try one.
The black
I'll
hole
switch
drill.
with you.
All right.
Yep. So you're going to set up. You're going to keep your point of focus right here on the ball.
Right
and whenever
there.
you stroke through, there's going to be a little black circle right there.
Okay. I think I did see it.
Yeah. Little circle right there.
I missed the putt, but I think I did see it.
That's okay.
I'll try one more.
Try one more.
Okay.
Left edge, nice firm roll. There it was.
Wow. I did see a little black dot.
Yeah.
That's weird. That's kind of supernatural almost.
Absolutely.
You're like, woo, spooky, spooky pro right here, Adam Marshall. That's awesome. What else can you tell us about putting, about maybe distance and speed? Do you
Okay.
have a tip for distance and speed?
Ultimately, distance and speed, I would say speed is the most important part of putting, because without the proper speed, it doesn't matter what line you put the golf ball on, it's not going to go in the hole. What I like to do to practice those, whenever I get to the golf course before a tournament or before a round when I'm going to go play, I'll go to the putting green and I will put several putts in the 20 to 30 foot range, and just kind of, basically it all boils down to feel. But if you go through the same technique and routine that we just went through with this 3-footer, you're going to be much more stable over the golf ball. You're going to hit the ball more solidly whenever you hit the putt, and that's going to give you more of a consistent roll, which is what you're looking for on speed and distance, is just consistency. Outside of that, it's really just time and practice and feel. That's how you're going to get better at that aspect of it.
And staying focused where the ball was, also, does that keep your head from moving?
It keeps, yes, it keeps your head from kind of, like I said, you know, the one fault that I see with a lot of amateurs whenever they come in for a lesson and stuff is that they start to putt and their whole body kind of shifts or moves.
I used to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone does. We all did at one point.
I did the Watusi when I was putting.
Absolutely. And we all did. So, you know, the whole principle behind focusing on the back of that golf ball and seeing that dot is it is going to keep you really, really stable over the ball to where you can take the putter back and stroke through. And you're not going to have any of that. You shouldn't feel any lower body movement at all, and really just a rocking motion of the shoulders, not necessarily a turning or anything like that.
Adam Marshall,
Joe,
son of Chuck.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
The black hole putting drill right here at the Donald Ross course. Supernatural. And we're going to be talking with Brett Fleck.
Brett Fleck, yes, he's our superintendent here.
The superintendent, he keeps things lush and beautiful around here. Coming up on Golfing the Tri-State, this has been Tip of the Week. And on Monday, make sure you look at golfingthetristate.com and you'll see Adam's tip right there on Tip of the Week.